In Mormonism, your whole entire purpose is to make as many babies as possible. If not during this life, then in the next. After you die, if you get to like the top tier of heaven, if you're the best of the best, the cream of the crop, then you may or may not have to share your husband if you're a woman. Only men get to have multiple wives. Wives cannot have multiple husbands, just to be clear. And you and your husband and maybe his other wives will become gods and goddesses. Your husband will get to create a planet. He will get all of the credit for it. Your job, if you're a woman, will be to push out as many spiritual babies as you can, because like the whole purpose is to recreate what happened on Earth, right? So you're going to now populate an entire planet with spiritual babies, and they'll come down onto that planet in human form. And then those babies are going to one day become gods and populate their own planets. And there's just like, we have our like one main god, but in the Mormon, theoretically, he has his own god, and then you just continue populating planets for eternity, and then your babies, your spiritual babies, they grow up to become gods. Some of them go to hell, and not really. In Mormonism, hell is a complicated concept. It exists in several different forms, but it's not as direct as in some Christian denominations. But yeah, some of your babies will just be spiritually lost, maybe over a third of them, and some of them will just go on to create their own planets, and just like all these spiritual babies for eternity, just they're going to be popping out their own babies. Keep in mind though, these spiritual babies, if you are the woman, they will not hear much about you, if at all. Your job is to keep sweet and silent. So your children, your spiritual babies, will not be allowed to pray to you. They only get to communicate with your husband. All right? Your husband's going to get all the credit for their existence. He's going to get all of the praise and worshiping. They're not allowed to praise or worship you as the woman. Keep in your place. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun doctrine.